He was in No Country for Old Men too. I don't know what his name is in that movie.
Yeah, he's like the old retired sheriff though. He's got nothing fun and interesting to say in that movie. I need to watch that movie again because I think that movie is terrible.
What?
Yes, the last time I watched it, it was okay. And I will say this: it was early on in my movie experience, I would say. You know what I mean? Like when I really dived deep into like directors and producers and acting and you know, creative, you know, into movie making and filmmaking and like critiquing, if you will, right? Okay. It was early on in that, and I remember watching it. I was like, this is the fucking most boring, dumb fucking movie about just some serial killer walking around murking people and some sheriff having some fucking life issues.
No.
What is this movie about? I need to watch it again. But right now, it's the most overrated movie I've ever heard of.
Oh my God! Shut your mouth. You sound so stupid right now. No. So
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Tommy Lee Jones is a fucking great actor.
He is amazing.
Second of all,
good actors can be in bad movies.
Second of all, Josh Brolin is a great actor.
Also true.
Right? So, Josh Brolin.
Javier Bardem is the bad guy?
He's the bad guy.
And he is also amazing in that.
He's a great actor.
I have been terrified of him ever since I watched that movie.
He's a psychopath. Because he's a crazy person.
It doesn't mean the movie's good.
The killer is awesome because he's walking around with that weird air tank murking people.
Yeah.
Just, you're done.
Yeah.
That's one of like, it's like a piston thing for the cows or whatever, and he's just blasting people with it. It's crazy.
It's a cylinder that is air powered, that it shoots a rod out, and they put it on the cow's head at the temple to kill them for slaughter.
Fucking people up with that thing, right? So he's a crazy person. He also chokes the cop out with the handcuffs that are on his wrist. He's a crazy person.
He is
the killer in that movie is awesome, right?
He is a great killer.
Yes. There's also the interweaving of like the drug cartels because Josh Brolin finds the money and all the shit he comes up on the thing, you know? Tommy Lee Jones, I think the best thing that he says is in the very end when he's telling that story about the guy who's going forth with the horn of fire. That's like the best thing that he says is just that very closing scene which he tells that story. That's about the only really good thing he says in that whole movie.
Okay.
Is that last part. But that's a great movie.
It's not a great movie.
You don't know.
What's the story of the movie? Tell me the story of the movie.
Josh Brolin, he has the money that has the tracker in it. Javier Bardem is going after...
He has cartel money.
Yes.
That has a tracker in it. Because he found it...
While he was hunting.
Yes.
Yes. He was hunting, for kudu or some shit like that. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to the story.
No.
He's hunting something and he finds some money. It's the cartel's money.
He doesn't just find the money. He runs up on like a mass shooting. On a blowout, a drug deal gone bad, and then he finds the guy who walks away. Well, he doesn't just come up on a suitcase of money in the desert.
Oh, okay.
And he finds the guy who's sitting under the tree, and then he gets the money from that guy. Mm-hmm. And then Javier Bardem has the tracker. It's like in the 70s, It's like it's
it's kind of dated.
Yeah. So he has the old school tracker, and he's tracking down Josh Brolin.
Javier Bardem is
it's like an
going
assassin
after
or
the
something
money.
For
there is no clarification on who the fuck this psychopath is.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, so I couldn't. I haven't watched it in a long time. Right. That doesn't mean it's not good.
By the end of it,
I watch like 9 movies a week. That does not mean it's not a good movie just because I don't know what the plot is.
By the time we're done with this conversation, you're gonna be rewatching this movie because you're gonna be. You may not think it's a bad movie, but you're gonna be like, I haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe he's right. Maybe this movie's not that great. Yeah. Maybe it's overhyped. But
let's see.
So the guy finds the money. It's a cartel deal gone bad. He knows that, so he knows he is taking on some form of danger when he takes on the money, right? Yeah. He knows he shouldn't,
and then he ends up having to leave home because he knows it, because he knows that he fucked up.
And then he's on the run.
Yeah, while Javier Bardem is tracking him.
And he doesn't know Javier Bardem is tracking him.
At a certain point, he figures it out because he's hiding the money and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he finds the tracker in the money, I think, eventually.
Yeah, he does. But he doesn't know, like, some psycho fucking path is coming after him, right? He doesn't know Javier Bardem with the fucking cattle prod thing is coming after him.
He knows the cartels.
He's like, well, they know I have it.
Yes. Okay.
Right? He knows I have it. Or the cartel knows I have this money.
Yeah.
I'm going to dump it now and be done with this thing, right? No.
No, he keeps it. He keeps
Why?
running with it.
Because he's a fucking idiot?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
There's not a good reason. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this movie is stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's an amazing... Everybody's performances were amazing. The score was good. There's just no story. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So that... nobody has any lines. You know, there's like no lines. It's all fucking dramatic silences and pauses, and it's over artsy, and it's this fucking bloated garbage bag full of amazing performances from amazing actors.
But
there's no story.
Also looking for Moss is Sheriff Bell, Tommy Lee Jones, an aging lawman who reflects on a changing world and a dark secret of his own as he tries to find and protect Moss.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now.
Why is it called No Country for Old Men? The title refers to the idea
it's about Tommy Lee Jones.
that the nature of evil has changed and old value systems no longer apply. Both the movie and the book versions of No Country for Old Men repeatedly touch on how the aging sheriff protagonist feels he's no longer a match for modern criminals. The book is probably way better.
I'm sure the book is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the book is probably incredible.
I am going to withhold judgment on the entire story now of No Country for Old Men until I watch until I do the book, because... The film is not good. It's not good, bro. It's a bad story. That's the way it is. I'm telling you right now. This is the way the movie show is going to go.
Listen,
I'm going to convince so many people that bad movies are good and that good movies are bad.
Okay.
Braveheart, by the way, is going to be a great movie.
Also, Josh Brolin's name is Llewellyn in that movie.
Good for Josh Brolin.
Isn't that interesting? Dax has been
you're acquiescing to the progressive narrative, bro. Don't be impressed by that, all right? God. What did the Man in Black is a boy named Sue, for fuck's sake. That's not something to be celebrated.
Oh my god.
This poor bastard's name is Llewellyn.
Oh shit.
in the South. That's a bad situation.
Woody Harrelson's in it too. He's a bounty hunter.
Woody Harrelson
$2 million
is fucking great.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
I love him in all sorts of things.
Various sources had recognized as one of the best films of the decade, as one of the best films of the 21st century. Oh shit!
It's
I don't know about
terrible.
It's
not a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but
Titanic at least has a fucking storyline.
Oh, the Coen brothers made it. That's why it's
That's
so good.
why.
That's why everyone thinks it's so good.
That's why. See, it's a big name.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. It's just a Coen Brothers movie.
Moving to a hotel in the border town of Eagle Pass, Moss discovers the tracking device, but Shiger has already found him. The firefight spills into the streets, killing a bystander and wounding both. Moss flees across to Mexico. Right, remember that? Stashing the case of money along the Rio Grande, finding Moss severely injured. A passing Norteño band takes him to a hospital. Carson Wells, another hired operative, I believe that is Woody Harrelson, fails to persuade Moss to accept protection in return for the money. Shiger cleans and stitches his own wounds with stolen supplies and sneaks up on Wells at his hotel. Unsuccessfully bartering for his life, Wells is murdered by Shiger. Moss telephones the room, and Shiger vows to kill Carla Jean unless Moss gives up the money. Moss retrieves the case from the Rio Grande and arranges to meet Carla Jean at a hotel in El Paso, where he plans to give her the money and hide her from danger. Carla Jean is approached by Sheriff Bell, who promises to protect Moss. Carla Jean's mother unwillingly reveals Moss's location to a group of Mexicans tailing them. Bell reaches the motel rendezvous at El Paso, only to hear gunshots and spot a pickup truck speeding by the motel. Bell finds Moss dead, as he does later, arriving Carla Jean, because Moss dies.
Are you just reading the script of the movie? What is going on right now?
This is the plot of the movie from Wikipedia.
Okay,
I'm trying to find out why this shit is happening, because I don't fucking remember. That night, Bell returns to the crime scene and observes the lock blown out. Shiger hides behind the door. After retrieving the money, Bell enters Moss's room and sees the vent removed. Later, Bell visits Uncle Ellis, an ex-lawman, and tells him that he plans to retire because he feels overmatched by the recent violence. Weeks later, Carla Jean returns from her mother's funeral to find Shiger waiting in her bedroom, per his threat to Moss. She refuses to offer his offer of a coin toss for her life, stating that he cannot pass blame to luck. The choice is his. Shiger checks his boots as he leaves the house. As he drives through the neighborhood, a car crashes into...
quiet and artsy, he looks at his fucking boots.
A car crashes into his at an intersection and injures him. He bribes two young witnesses for their silence and flees. Now retired, Bell shares two dreams with his wife. In the first, he lost some money his father had given him. In the other, he and his father were riding through a snowy mountain pass. His father had gone ahead of him to make a fire in the darkness and wait for Belle.
All I'm saying, dude,
Man. I can't.
This is some fucking pretentious shit.
I'm having a hard time defending it.
Don't give in.
I'm having a hard time defending it.
Like I said,
I remember enjoying
by
the movie.
the end of this conversation, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, I gotta rewatch that movie."
Yeah, I do. It's one we've
because
talked
I don't think it's
before.
good, bro.
We've talked before. I'm not a symbolism guy, you
No.
know. So whatever symbolism does exist in that movie is lost on me.
Symbolism needs to be natural. It can't be forced.
Well,
Symbolism, when forced, is
With
disgusting
me, it's
and
always
propaganda.
forced. With me, it's always forced.
What happens when you see like an American eagle screeching?
Welcome to the south of the streets, coming at you every week with this food for thought. Hope you ready to eat everything.